Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning. We are now going through Dolphin View on our way to the Deep Way. And we are heading down this way. I am going to wait until we get right to this little quest hub up here. And this is where my path diverges from that of the stable goat, because the stable goat would be going right and I am heading left into the deep way. And I'm showing you this phase of the journey because I didn't have a chance to show you the deep way. Well, we saw the inside of it, we didn't see the outside of it because I was very quick to jump over to the 21st hall last time. But here is the back to the Vault of Durin, where we were at, where we picked up those relics, where we had the cracked ceiling. Actually, I might have shown you this entrance. It's possible. But here's the deep way. And here we go. And we need to find Broger. And this is pretty much where we were last time, isn't it? Alright, that's good. Hello, Broger. Fancy meeting you here.
Let them come. We will hold the deep way against them.
I am sorry for my despairing words when I spoke to you before. I will rally my spirits for the sake of Bulsi and all of our people. We will hold the deep way against all our foes, Pineclaw. Bring what allies can assemble, and we will stand against the orcs as long as we must. And we are to complete the skirmish, the Battle of the Deep Way. The first of the epic skirmishes. So let us go. The Battle of the Deep Way right here. And a skirmish can be run 1, 2, 3, 6, or 12, depending on how many you have. I'll be running it with 1. Tier 1, level 59. And let's see how it
Rory's
goes.
failed raid upon Zabad-Gothel has brought the wrath of the orcs down upon the dwarves. The encampment at the Deep Way faces a terrible onslaught from Mazog's horde. Are the Longbeards strong enough to face the challenge?
Oh, that's what we're to answer. I see my skirmish soldier
This needs doing.
is slightly under, but not too underpowered, and herbalist it doesn't matter all that much for, probably. The barricades are set, and my dwarves stand ready. All that must be done now is to wait for the orcs to come. I will ask you to follow the ebb and flow of the battle and aid where you are needed most. Also, do not forget to unfurl the banners of Khazad-dûm. They can help stir the hearts of all free peoples to great deeds and even help them turn the tide of battle. However, do not use them lightly, as once unfurled, a banner's strength is spent. Prepare yourself, as I fear it won't be long now. Alright. That could either be to the north or to the south, and I'll have to wait for the announcement. So I got a red flag, which helps me to do more damage, and a green one, which helps to heal me. Now, in a solo runs at least, I like to save the banners for the boss fight. Though I do occasionally use them during the main fights. It's the boss fight where I wind up using them the most. Alright, here we go. And in fact, looks like I am going to be using them now because the two here are the same color. You only have one of the specific color. So therefore, you heard the explanation earlier that there are only 3 places you're going to protect. The Deep Way, Way of Smith's 21st Hall, and there will be 1 skirmish for each of them. Oh, while we wait for that, I could pick up the second banner. we will use that later. And I'm not going to use the green wave yet, simply because I'm not in great need of using 2 banners at this point. I might as well use the green one the second time I defend this point. So I'll be defending each point twice. There you go. If that herbalist comes in handy. Alright, now, what do we have? Oh yes, that is 2. That was the one with the lieutenant in it. The third wave should be relatively, if you can get through the lieutenant one, because the only one that could be potentially a problem is the lieutenant one, let's face it. Since you have that extra signature thrown into the rest. Now, unlike the early skirmishes, this one does have a little bit more variation on the size of the opponents that you face. In that sometimes you get something light, as in Thievery Mischief. Sometimes you get something a little bit heavier, as in Trouble in Tuckborough. You're not quite sure how... Okay, alright, so we don't want to kill that at the moment. I'm going to do a little bit of healing myself to get the attention there. It looks like my herbalist managed to get the attention of that echo anyway. Alright, there we go. Now this is the fourth wave of each assault is always from the central area. Alright, so we've got a frog down in this direction. What I like to do is when I see an announcement like this, I come here right at the entrance to the south area. The next assault can either be from the south or the north, because there will be 2 from each direction during the course of the skirmish, similar to what happens in the fort of Beorning. Alright. So therefore it is another one. So I come here because I still have time to get to the north, but I have a little extra time to reach the frog if it happens to be coming from the south instead. But at least I know that the next 2 assaults are going to be to the south no matter what. So I'll be able to go early in that case. Alright. And I'll pick up the next banner, and I can use those for the boss fight. Legendary item upgrade. Alright, I'll have to take care of that at some point when I'm back in the 21st hall, which is going to be a while. Actually, it'll be 2 episodes from now, because next episode is going to be in the way it's missed, but after that I'll be back in the 21st hall. Alright, let's go. Wham! 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 Good. Next! And I think this is the 3rd wave, because we had a Pale Trapper last time, right? Or something like that. That was the Lieutenant Wave. The Lieutenant Wave is the 2nd wave. Which is the way it goes in most skirmishes, except for Defense of the Prancing Pony. Actually, there is a rather weird case in the way it's missed in the skirmish. We could talk about that when we get there. Alright, now back to the center. find out what's going on here. Alright. They do give you an announcement when it's coming to the center, so at least... Oh, a blood rook! Oh, fun! Oh, fortunately, it looks like it's hails this time. Looks like 2 hails, which is a fortunate set to have when you're facing a blood rook. This blood rook is nasty to me. Thank you, Herbalist! Herbalist saves the day. Thank you. Alright. That's it for that. So let's go and take care of that frog and all will be fine. Since now I know that the next assault is going to be from the south. Since we've already had both of our northern assaults, green and purple. Well then, I might as well deploy the green now then. Let's take care of the toad and see if we can get rid of it. Oh boy, and of course, Hypnotoads. Alright, that takes care of that takes care of the toad. That's 1 encounter down. And of course, we got several more to go before we can finish that Dito. Oh, Ward! Well, I should have real trouble getting myself healed, considering that I'm... Maybe I put that a little bit too far forward because it doesn't reach the dwarf. And a little healing never hurts. Except back in the days when wardens used to keep their morale at around the middle point in order to keep their power up. It was a rather unusual time frame when there's the old joke that the minstrels going, huh? What do you mean you want me to heal you? Alright, there we go. Next! And more spear throwers. It looks like it's a lot of goblins, occasional orcs, some orcs, that type of stuff. And there we go. Oh, that was the 3rd round. So back this way. Okay, so a lieutenant of the enemy is a venomous blood arrow. Hey, I should pay attention to how long this stun was going to be for. Well, I hit that wrong. Indeed, then this whatever. Okay, slurred, muttering, and black speed. Yeah, that's an annoying one to get at this time, because the encounter is way at the north end. Next assault is going to be at the south end. There's no way I'm going to have time to it. So I could either leave him to defend this area alone, or the other possibility is to, we'll try to squeeze it into some other time later, try to get the boss and pull him over to here and fight him down that way. I guess that's probably would have been a good idea. What I'm going to do is I am going to save things until, since the 5th assault is all at the center, I'm going to do it that way. Take care of him. Yeah, like that. Next. Oh, funny, fun. Okay, good. Got him to do it. I didn't feel like doing that fight next to a Daywalker Berserker. Now I can bash it down. Whew. That was it? Alright, I thought there'd be at least one more. But okie dokie. And this is the assault. And the last assault is always in the But right now, first, we still also have the wave. Let's see what happens if I try to lure the ones in the center down to the north and see if I could get the encounter that way. Alright, anyone here? This is a Deathwalker. Why not? Alright, let's start. What the Deathwalker start? Good. Nice. Now, one possibility is to this be yeah. What I'll do is I'll just throw some bees on him, and while the bees work down the warg, I'm going to head down in this direction and grab this guy. Alright. Broker came here too. Oh well. At least I don't have to worry about Broker getting killed. Alright, got him. And I can get back in time for the central assault. Well, that's the type of trick to do, is to go after it while the enemy is distracted. And now for this, what does this one do? Emblem of Valor. Oh, okay. 2 extra offensive attack. Yeah, we might as well use these because I usually have the big banners out during the boss fight, so I really don't worry too much about the... And because we've got other banners going on there, I usually don't worry about those. Alright. Is that thing out? No, that thing's song expired. That's wrong with those things. They don't last very long. And they're weak compared to the banners you get for the skirmish. Is that they give you those free banners that are so much more powerful than the ones you get from completing encounters. Alright, there we go. Now what is this? This is minor token of the Alliance enemy penalty to those same 3 abilities. Alright. That's good. Actually, save that for the lieutenant. Well, we've got one more wave after this, then we have the boss fight. Alright, where is that last one? Oh! Hiding next to my herbalist. Okay, next. A stormkeeper. I'll take care of that. And there we go. Who's left? This one's left. Perfect. And we're ready for the boss fight. Perhaps fighting the boss with these banners is a bit of overkill. But there we go. And here's whatever his name is. Now he has this that purple thing there. That cancels out the banners. So obviously I want to see out of the purple area. Well, he didn't last long. Alright. It was a glorious battle, Pineclaw, one that shall lie long remembered. The orcs thought they could use trickery to gain the upper hand, but they could not stand in the face of our combined might. Now let us finish our business here, and see what else can be done to push back these foul orcs.
We have bled this day, but the deep way stands still.
We have done it, Pineclaw. I did not think we would come through it alive, but we did, against all odds. The dwarves in Moria stand hardy, though all our enemies of the deeps be upon us. So next time I will be in the Way of Smiths, where we will defend it against the orcs. In Pineleaf Plays, the Beorning.